Zeos, do something interesting. Unbox something interesting. Well, here's the thing. A company contacted me and was like, hey, we want to send you an HDMI cable. And I got a lot of emails, and it's a lot of like baby monitors and bullshit. I'm like, why would I want to review an HDMI cable? Well, that's pretty good. Ultra slim and flexible, fine. FeizLink, okay. 5-year warranty, that's pretty good. No external power required. Fiber cable. What? Let me explain with a knife. Okay. So, this is a fucking HDMI cable. But instead of just copper running from one end of it to the other, the core of it is fiber optic. And you're going, well, Zeos, I don't need fiber optic audio. Haha, stop. It actually is compressing the digital video signal into fiber optic. Sending it, they have a 6-foot, a 20-foot, a 50-foot, and a 75-foot. I asked for either the 75 or the 50 because I said a 6-foot's not even useful. So they sent me the 50. So that means when it comes time for that projector to be switched to 4K, currently I have a 1080p signal going to it. And it goes up there, over through this track, down all the way to the floor. Then it goes to about there, where the 25-foot cable stopped being long enough. And then it goes into a coupler, and then it continues up to my receiver here. 1080p, I crossed my fingers and it works. If I put a 4K projector up there, ain't no way in hell that's gonna work. Not that cable, not nothing. This could be the answer, because either you gotta go with like HD base T converters, which are like $150, or you gotta go the Cat 5 balance, or this now. And I'm gonna test this. I'm gonna go from this laptop to there. I can't push 4K, unfortunately, because that is a 1080p screen, but doesn't matter because this is a 50-foot cable, and anyone who's ever dealt with anything HDMI knows you can't get 50 feet out of an HDMI cable unless it's as thick as your thumb. So let's find out. And it's one-way communication. Wow, those are heavy. They must be heavy for heatsink. They are self-powered by the HDMI itself, because HDMI does have power into it. What else do we say on this? This is the 50-foot. Claims 4K 60. It's a very smooth feeling cable. And it is exactly the right thickness that if I had to pop this open, here's the 1080p one and here's the 4K one. It's a little bit thicker, but it ain't thick. So what does this say? Source. So this will get plugged into my laptop. Gold plated, blue connector. Where is my HDMI? There. Plug you in there. Now here's my question. Since this company can put a converter from HDMI to fiber optic inside of this cable, why can't I find one of those that uses a TOSLink cable? Just separately. I'd pay $100 for a pair of that. You know how cheap I can buy TOSLink cables? In no kind of lengths? So here, I'm just gonna unspool this much. That count? Perfect. Let's come back here. Blu-ray DVD, which I currently have plugged into my computer in the other room. Look how nice this connector is. And this says display. So the display will be my television. I will hit this. That should click over. It's already there. It's already there. Look at that. No noise, no pixelation. It's only a 1080p signal. I could run it into the other room and do 4K, but 50 feet, 50 fucking feet, 75 feet. Cable's under $100. Keep that in mind. This cable's like $90, I think. But to have like guaranteed, flexible, and every capability that, you know, let's make sure. PA 200, it's already running audio to that. If I play music on this, it'll play there. That's insane. I didn't know this technology even existed. 4K, 60 hertz, 444, 8-bit Ultra HD. So it's not 10-bit. So if you have a 10-bit screen, you're gonna have to look elsewhere. But go to the link and look at the little diagram, and it shows you there's a little converter in here, and there's a little optical generator, and it's literally sending an optical signal through this entire bundle and converting it back on the other end into the HDMI. Why isn't this all a thing? Why isn't this the only thing people use? Because that's pure. It literally starts digital, then the light happens, then it ends, and it's gone 3 inches. That's fucking perfect. This is amazing. I will now be linking to this everywhere. The 6-foot cable, on off. I mean, they claim a lot of things that this does. It removes any sort of interference and any sort of problems you'd have from a cheap HDMI cable. But for this, for 50, 75 feet, and you can just immediately, boom, there it goes. No problems, no issues. That wallpaper is there now. That wallpaper's there, going to that, and that's going all the way to there. It's fucking sold, all right? I don't usually get excited if it was a Ballon thing and it was like I had to plug in externally. There's not even a power I have to plug in. It just is. And there, and there. The end. Thank you, FeizLink, for sending this out. You'll probably sell 1,000 of these. HDCP 2.2, 3D, CEC, HDR with ARC. With ARC. That's what the copper is. There is copper in this. They show the diagram. It's got the main trunk of fiber, but then it has a couple copper leads. That's got to be for the audio return channel because it's only sending fiber one way. And audio return channel is digital anyway, like coaxial pulses, and it's going to be a lot less bandwidth, so you can get it back here. Oh! 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 Okay, that's enough of this. That's cool. And at least I'm glad it's well built too. It's not like this feels quality. There's no seam. It feels like it's gonna go bad. And the gold. All right, done. So now, should the projector need to get changed out to 4K? Well, first thing I got to do is change this out to 4K, and then I can just run the cable nice and neat, and I'm happy. Did not know this existed, and I love home theater more than I like probably stereo music. So, link to that in the description.